Welcome back, basketball fans. Welcome back. So, in this game, Kenya beat Algeria. Our women have been sensational. This game ended 19-13. But without further ado, let's just get into it. But before we get into this, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. I've seen a lot of guys are just watching them videos, but make sure to like the video and also leave your comment down below, man. I mean, this game was great. We had Ashley, Marianne, Mary Lisa, and Medina on the floor, and it just made for good. It just made for good basketball. It just made for good basketball. The ball just started. The ball is live right now, and man, I mean, we're just coming out guns blazing, especially inside Medina. When you just see Medina in there, it's just a good game, and you can see the death lineup. I like to call this the death lineup of Medina, Mary Lisa, and Marianne. If you have that trio in there and they're starting the game, you know this game you're just gonna win it because man. And also if you put in Ashley and you swap in Ashley in there, it's just all good. Medina, she's been working the post a bit, working that footwork. She's nice footwork, but ball just didn't go in. And even on the second attempt, just didn't go in. But this game was just it was just a roller coaster at some point. But let's just check out what they did because man, and also thank God FIBA TXC has so many angles, so you're able to see like everything frame by frame. See that Marianne tries to get it, she couldn't get it. That pass inside, and of course, like she has been a very reliable option, especially scoring wise in there. She had 1 point, and that was the single point that she scored. Actually, she had 3 1-pointers and 1 2-pointer. So, oh, she had 3 points, 1 point, 1 point, and 2 points. So that's three. But our leading scorer is Medina, of course. She was getting fed the ball inside. I mean, that layup just hit the side of the backboard. Hey, it's just 2 minutes, but down the stretch, you've seen like these players just play well. Mary Lisa going in, it just hits the side of the backboard, but she played pretty well. She had 6 points, and all of them came from 1 point field goals. So yeah, I mean, the women's team has just been great all through. But man, that's a nice possession. When they miss it, we just have to capitalize. You can see that wide open. Medina just couldn't hold that ball. And let me just freeze the frame right here real quick so you can see the teams is seeing Algeria just spacing up the floor, and we're just seeing like that defense. When you have that defense in there and you're just able to like have Marianne and Medina position like that, it doesn't even encourage any drives, and it didn't even encourage a drive that much because every time they're just going in, they're just getting hounded. But in that possession, it was just actually quite crazy. I don't know why, like she got beat in that possession. I saw this. It was crazy. It was crazy. But one thing I've realized is with the bump and grind of like the 3x3 games, we're seeing a situation where the legs of these players are just they're just sometimes dying down, especially when they have like back to back, like the women's team that when they play like 2 or 3 times, I just feel like their legs they're not able to like get back and get back at it because majority of the possessions and even the scores that are getting scored on, you can see Ashley, she just gets walked in there and they're not able to defend pretty well, and especially Medina. I've seen a couple of instances she has been a reliable go-to option, but defensively she's not able to like break even, and that's actually very concerning. She has been scoring pretty well and also grabbing those rebounds, but when it comes to like when push comes to shove, you're seeing she's not able to defend the ball pretty well. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I know she can defend, but it just gets a bit tricky in there. But actually, she's gone to the line, and she has been great. And Algeria, they have the ball. Actually, she's defending. And just trying to look for the mismatch. And the number 4 tries a 3, no good. Rebound taken. And Marianne just walking inside there. That pass was was one weird turnover. And the ball was still live. Number 4 goes up for the 2-pointer and she scores it. It's a turnover. If you see right now, it's Algeria 4, Kenya 1, and Kenya has yet to commit a foul. But this game, really, like, we were able to like come back and withstand that run that Algeria had, and that was actually a good thing to see. Number 4 going in, foul by Medina. That's the first foul we've recorded. Right now, they're just sitting at 2 fouls, and there's a game that we just watched here, and the fouling just in the first 4 minutes they just fouled like 4 times. But the good thing is they're trying to stay disciplined on defense, because fouling like that is not good at all, especially down the stretch. Actually, she goes for the 3, she grabs that miss, she tries to go in, and it's no good. Algeria, you could see they're trying to diversify how they're going in, and they're just it's not working. It's not working. And it's funny how they blew that lead, because at this point when I just started watching this game, I was like, oh, man, it's almost looked like another L. But Kenya were able to like come back, and I just saw this situation where Algeria didn't have like very good defense, especially on Medina and Marianne. So both of these players were able to like feast inside, but Marianne wasn't like that active, especially scoring wise. She only scored 1 basket, but Mary Lisa and Medina were able to like feast in there because they had the most scoring. Medina, she had 9 points, Mary Lisa had 6 points. And Algeria, they have possession of the basketball right now, and they're just moving around like casually. Like, look at this. This is crazy. Look, it's like a slow dribble. Medina, like, just like I said, like sometimes her defense is not the greatest, but I can excuse a bit because we're asking her to do a lot of things. You can see that assist, that beautiful assist. She's been required to do like a lot, especially grab the rebounds, and also like try to create in the post and also play some defense. It can be like you can get very wary, and she plays majority of the minutes, and she has barely sat in these games, and this was something that was concerning for me, because if I honestly look at this team and they're not able to like rest their key pieces, it actually gets concerning, because why is it that we are able to like dominate a bit, but you're not able to like have these players to rest a bit? But anyway, it is what it is. Those decisions are made by the players. The coaching staff has little to do, especially during the games. So yeah, Algeria, that's a turnover. Algeria going in. Number 4 tries the 2-pointer, no good, and it's out of bounds. Algeria still lead by 4 points, but I was just waiting for Kenya to turn it up, because at some point I just felt like the team just had knew what to do. You can see that bank shot by Mary Lisa cutting the lead to 2 points, and down the stretch she's just been sensational. She's been one of those players that you can go to, especially when you want to hit that big shot. And down the stretch you could see like she's been able to like hit those shots. And looking at some of the games, you can see early in the first minutes she's not able to like have a consistent shot, but late in the game you can see I don't know what happens, she just activates like her sliders just go up, and she's able to like make those shots. And this has been great. I see Ashley, she's in there. Medina sat a bit. Marianne going in there. Ashley, she scores it, and that teamwork has like led us to that point where we even won like stop two, because man, like stop two we were the winners and beating Egypt, which you're gonna cover that later in the video. In a later video, gonna look at that. But Algeria, I thought they were gonna be a threat, especially the way they started so hot. Yeah, man, that possession was actually pretty crazy. This chick would have even injured our player, but anyway, both of them are just sat down. And it's yet another easy layup. Like, I don't get this at all. Look at that defense. When Marilisa, although she's scoring a lot, you can see like she's has those moments where she just gets blown by. You can see Medina, she goes in there, but I can just feel like some of those were makeable, but I feel like her getting like tired a lot. She's not able to like find some good positioning in there. But this is just poor defense, and you can see like why was she switching? And Ashley was so far away, and she couldn't be able to like stop that. So it just ends up to be an easy layup, and Medina is confused in there. So I mean that at the time of that possession, you can even see like I mean that ball, man. Like check this out. Just freeze the frame. Why was she running the other way and expecting Ashley to come in and try to defend, which did make sense to me. Yeah, it did make sense to me. And the lead is up, and Algeria at this point were up 3. Nice follow up, but it's a foul. I mean, this is sometimes I just look at these games and I just try to see what we did do and what we did not do, and majority of the time I just feel like some possessions and some shots like Algeria hitting, like look at that one, and they hit a 3, like number 6. So he stretches out, but Ashley tries to contest it, but man, it's just difficult at that point. And Marilisa, she tries a 3 of her own, no good. A rebound attempt. See, you're just settling for the 3, and yes, Ashley answers back with a 3 of her own. With the 2, I mean it's a 3, but it's a 2 points. It's 2 points in there. They have number 4. She goes past Medina, and nice defense by Medina. Medina goes in for the 3, no good. And one thing that I've seen like is funny to me. Those are the shots that she's not supposed to be taking, because if a shot is gonna be taken like a long range one, there's supposed to be somebody there who can be able to like rebound that basketball. Because see, Medina, she's the tallest player on the floor for us, and you can see Ashley, she was spreading the perimeter, and Lisa was far away from even the rim. So shooting that ball wasn't a wise decision, especially at the time. And given like the end result, resulting in like the ball going out of bounds, didn't really help our case at all. And this was and players taking just unnecessary shots, but and also not making the free throws. You have to make every single shot because you don't want any team to have a chance. And Marianne checked in. Marilisa, she sat down. Medina walking the post, and it's a foul. She's gonna go to the line, but she has been great, especially rebounds wise, and she's been able to like get us some crucial points in there, and we've been able to at least like cut that deficit. But making those free throws should happen. and she makes it, cutting the lead to 2. If Algeria just have like a sloppy play in there and a rebound like that, you can see Medina, she scores it in. Quick assist coming from Ashley. You can see that is what we needed. And we still have possession, of course. Ashley, she goes in for the layup, she assists it. And you can see, like, if we play like that and we play off each other, we play off each other, it just became easy, and it's a tie game. Algeria going in, number 4 tries the 3, no good. Marianne grabs it. Medina, she's way out. Ashley fakes that 3, goes for the mid-range, rebound there, and Medina was able to like clean that up. I don't know how like that ball went in, but man, like quick reflexes, and Kenya just grabbed the lead. And from this point on, I just saw Algeria just crumble, and they were not able to like stop the bleeding, as they just depended like on their 3 ball. See, Ashley tries it, goes for the 3. Medina just going in there, that rebound, those rebounds, and those fouls. And Kenya didn't even foul that much. We only had like 2 fouls, with Algeria just struggling in there with 5 fouls. And from that, like, made free throw. You've seen Medina and Ashley just take over. This just took over the game, and it was just, the game just became a lot easier to play. See, like that free throw just went in and just sparked like that scoring barrage after that, and Algeria just couldn't be able to like stop it. They just couldn't stop it. Right now at this point, I just felt like, I didn't want to say it was anybody's game, but at this point we were just in control of the basketball game. And point of note, like Mary Lisa, she had 6 points in there. So on 1 pointers, we had like 15, and 2 points made, there were only 2 coming from Ashley and Mary Lisa. So majority of the points, we just made sure to score them inside. Short attempt, no good. I mean, it was just way off, like by a mile. It was just way off. Algeria just trying valiantly, but they couldn't do it. I just couldn't make it. And Ken just looked, and we just looked like so dominant. Nick, look at that, like, look at that scoring by Medina, and you could just see the frustration from Algeria. They just didn't know like what defense to set up, and Medina was just bigger. And she was strong, and she was able to absorb every single contact like number 4 was like putting up there. So it's a possible 3-point play, and this just made the lead balloon. With 3:23 left, made free throw, and it just continued. It just continued, man. Like there was no stopping it. And she makes both free throws. She was the leading scorer. Medina was the leading scorer with 9 points. And that easy layup, Algeria blew. Medina, she's being crowded out, but that screen frees her up, and she got in, and oh man, she missed it. That was an easy shot, but anyway, she's been awesome. We'll just let that one pass, but she's been able to like create some very good looks, and also like capitalize, especially with those assists. But that one was damn, and that 2-pointer had just been hit. Really, so she has the ball in there, but it's a turnover. This is a turnover. It's a 3 by Algeria. Number 4 just hits it. At that point, they were almost just getting in there. See that quick layup. Number 4 in the corner tries the 1-pointer, no good. Rebound tip by Marianne. Marianne grabs it in and she makes it. One of her most reliable options, especially be down low. Number 4 goes in, no good. Number 10 just misses it by a mile. Mary Lisa again couldn't make it. And we still have possession of the basketball despite like the defense that they're setting up. Dina, she goes in for the mid-range, and nice cleanup by Marianne, and she has been great, especially cleaning up on those missed shots. And we couldn't win without her. But that's not good defense. Number 10 just lulls Marianne to sleep. Look at this. Just hits her with the hezzy. Marianne's feet placement was not great, especially defensively. And somewhat you could just see on the closeout she was just late. And that was a nice highlight play by number 10. Medina goes up again and she makes it. I mean, she's just been feasting in there. And Algeria didn't even score a point after this, because majority of the points were just being scored by Kenya, and they were just stuck at 13 for the longest time. And Medina was just feasting in there. You can see. I mean, Algeria just stopped scoring at that 13 mark. Out of all those opportunities where they had they had a hot start, they just couldn't like capitalize on that, and that's just a way off shot by Mary Lisa. And since says just it was just game over, and right now you're just playing without food. Look at that. Nah, man, she missed it. 58 seconds, less than a minute to go. Still fumbling with the ball is Algeria. Couldn't make it. All you just need to do is just pound the clock. Just pound the clock. Score and just let the clock run. There was nothing left. And at this point, it's just game over, because it's 18-13, and the game's just done. Everything that needed to go according to plan went to plan, and Algeria just blew a very good start, and especially when they started off like 4 points. There was a 4-point, 3-point buffer before even heading into the half, and they just blew it with their with their possessions. But Kenya were able to just come back, especially our women. The ladies were just good in this game. They were just great, and most impressive was like winning stop 2, and we're just gonna look at that in a later video. Look at the game they played against Egypt. Algeria just done and dusted, and safe to say Team Kenya, the women, have been just dominating Algeria all through. I don't know why I keep confusing that. Algeria, Nigeria. But anyway, Algeria, they are the hosts, and Algeria have not been able to defend home court, especially playing against us. So yeah, and they're just stuck at 13, and Kenya was the team to score the last basket, which with 31 left. That was such a crazy play. I saw Medina get pushed late in the game. It looks like a frustration foul. I mean, look at that. And they're not going to even call that for a foul. That's when you know the refs are just on your side, on the team that is losing. Algeria barely trying to get it in, couldn't make it, rims out. Both chances blown. This team just blew both chances. 7, 6, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, final seconds of the basketball game. No good. And Algeria just blew it, and Kenya won it. And I must say this is actually very good, especially looking at the way our women played and the free throw bug. Really, really something that we need to work on, especially given like the way we are matching up against other teams, and progressively the games just became quite difficult, especially moving forward. And see that this was in stop 2, and also in stop 3, this situation was still the same, especially on the free throws. But our half court offense is improving, just slowly. And looking at the way like the mentality that Team Kenya has, you're seeing like situation where we know what shots to take, and it's just like a few things that just need to be adjusted, and especially on our guards, having Ashley in the rotation, Ashley, Marianne, not Ashley, Mary Lisa, and I saw Alexandria playing in the game against Morocco, still trying to find their shots. But you can see Ashley and Mary Lisa, they know what shots they need to take and they know how to position themselves. So it's Alexandria who we're gonna look at in a later video on how she can be able to like get into that offense. But all in all, it's a good game. Hope you all enjoy it. So please be sure to like the video, helps me out a ton, and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. I'm out. Peace.